So dear students, yesterday I told you what is measure of central tendency. Okay, one measure of central tendency is mean. Now let me tell you what is mean. Mean is one measure of central tendency. What is mean actually? Mean is something like this. See, when you need to find out one ideal number from a collection, if you want to find out a ideal number from a collection, then always you need to add the number. Suppose I told I am telling you find the mean of first 5 prime numbers, that is 2, 3, 5, 7, then 11. These are the prime numbers. So their mean, that means we are actually finding one middlemost number, a central number around which the other numbers can remain. So that number is called mean number. Mean is calculated like this: add all the numbers like this, and the whole sum, and the sum you divide by the number of numbers. That means here if I divide it by 5, then that will be the mean. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 5, 10, 10, 21, then 28, 28 by 5. Okay, then that will be called the mean. So it will be 5, that is 6 are 30. So 5 5s are 25, and 30, and 5 6 are. So this is mean number, mean of these numbers. So the mean of the first 5 prime numbers is 5.56. So this is called a mean. Here one more definition you have to know, that is frequency. Frequency. Sometimes the same observation, these are called also observations. In a collection, all the numbers are called observations. Okay. Frequency means what? The number of times an observation occurs in a collection. The number of times an observation occurs in a collection is called a frequency. So for example, suppose I have written here the marks obtained by some students, as a 10 students in a class. So these are marks. Suppose I have written like this: 2, 2, 2 out of 10 marks. Suppose then some students got 3 marks, some students got 4 marks. Okay, some students got 5 marks, 4 one more. Suppose so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 1 5. So here you see, if I ask you how many times 2 has occurred, if you see here, 2 has occurred here 3 times, 3 has occurred 2 times, 4 has occurred 4 times, 5 has occurred 1 time. So this 2, its frequency is 3, 3 its frequency is 2, 4 its frequency is 4, 5 its frequency is 1. So frequency means how many times you have repeated one particular number. So the number of times you repeat, that is called a frequency. So if I ask you what is the frequency of 2, then you have to say it is 3. What is the frequency of 3? You have to say it is 2. What is the frequency of 4? You have to say it is 4. The frequency of 5, it is 1. So this list gives you observations here, and these are called observations, and these are called frequencies. So you have got in class 9. Then also just I am reminding you about frequency and observation. What is a frequency and what is an observation? Okay, dear students. So from this observation frequency list, if we have to find out the mean, then what we can do? We can multiply observation and frequency, because you see 3 2's, what will be the sum of 3 2's? 6. That can be calculated here itself. Multiply the 3, the frequency, that means which observation 2. Multiply 2 with observation 3. So multiply 4 with observation 4. Multiply 1 with observation 5. Then you will get the product like this. So that is 16, and here it is 5. So the mean can be obtained from here. So what we got, the sum 6 plus 6 20 12, that is 28 plus 5 33. So total is 33. So the mean of these marks, mean marks will be 33, and total number of students Here all these are marks of some students. Total number of students you can count here, means 3, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10. So number of students are 10. 10 you will get here also by adding here directly. So it will be like this. So that will be equal to 3.3. So this is the mean marks. So dear students, what you got here? What idea you got? That means if we call the frequency by suppose fi, and the observation by xi, then we can make a formula. You see, this is a product of what? Frequency and observation. So you can say it is a frequency product of frequency 1 into observation 1. If you say this is frequency 1 and this is observation 1, no? That means this is the product of frequency 1 and observation 1. This is the product of frequency 2, this is frequency number 2, and this is observation number 2, x2. X is write for observation and F for frequency. When we will write a subscript here like this, it will represent which frequency you are talking about. Now, if I write F2, that means you will understand the second frequency. Here also this is frequency 2 multiplied by observation 2. So like that, frequency 3 multiplied by observation 3, and this is frequency 4 multiplied by observation 4. Like this it will go. So then this is the sum of frequency, a product of frequency and observation. So sum in mathematics we denote by a symbol called sigma. Sigma stands for sum. So dear students, this whole thing I am writing in another page as you see. So whenever an information will be given in this form, that is observation, frequency and product of frequency and observation, when this way we will find out the mean of some information, then that mean will be called mean by direct method. Direct method is this one, where we write the observations and in the frequencies related to the observations, and then we find the product of frequency and observation, and at last we add the product of frequency and observation. What we get, that sum we divide by total of observations. Then the results that we will get, that will be called a mean. So mean will be called mean by direct method. So mean x bar we denote by the symbol x bar. X bar is equal to sum of all observations, as I told you in the beginning itself, sum of all observations divided by number of observations. Okay, dear students. So sum of all observations can be denoted by the symbol called sigma. Sigma stands for sum. Sigma is a Greek letter, actually it is a Greek letter. This symbol stands for the word sum in our mathematics, in statistics mainly. So when you have to write the sum, you can put this sigma. And then whose sum? Sum of all this, whatever you will get here, means frequency 1, observation 1, then frequency 2, observation 2, no? Frequency 3, observation 3, like that. So all this sum, that will be written as fi xi. This I and I, this stand for 1, 2, 3, all this. So we will write like this, sigma fi xi divided by number of observations, total number of observations you will get here, which can be denoted by sigma fi, because frequencies when you add the frequencies, you will get the total of all observations. So sigma fi, you can write here like this. So this formula can be used for finding the mean, and that way if you find out the mean, it will be called by mean by direct method. So dear students, today I have given you just the idea how to find out the mean by direct method. Practically you will know in our next class. Okay, today just you write the definition of mean once again, and what is a method explained here. Explain in the video. Just you write a note on that here. That is another one. And then what do you mean by frequency? Frequency means what? What you understood by the term frequency? What is the meaning of observation? Observation means what? That you write down and just you give it to me. Okay, dear students. Thank you and have a nice day. In our next class we will meet you.